Hello students, I am your biology educator. Today I discuss about fluid MOSAIC model. Fluid This model given by Singer and Nicholson. Singer and Nicholson in 1972. This model is widely accepted model. Why this model is called fluid mosaic model? Because cell membrane component is protein. This protein present in phospholipid layer like a mosaic, and phospholipid provide the fluidity of the plasma membrane. That's why it is called fluid mosaic model. And what are the property of this model? Number one, quasi fluid in nature of plasma membrane. Number two, dynamic in nature. Number three, the structure are different in different layer. Different layer have different structure. These are the property of fluid mosaic model. Quasi fluid nature of plasma membrane, dynamic nature, and structural difference in different layer of plasma membrane. Then what are the component of this model? First component of plasma membrane is phospholipid. Lipid, it contains phosphorus, phospholipid, and this phospholipid is the main component of the cell membrane. It forms the frame of the cell membrane, and it present in bilayer. See this picture. This is the bilayer. This is the head part and this is the tail part. Head part is polar, this is the non-polar part. And head part is the hydrophilic part and tail part is the hydrophobic part. Okay? And this phospholipid provide the fluidity of plasma membrane. Why? Because it contains unsaturated fatty acid which is liquid in nature. And it has this fluidity, the phospholipid have two movement is there. One is flip-flop movement. Flip-flop movement. Another is lateral movement. Flip-flop movement means when the lipid was transferred from one layer to another layer, it is called flip-flop movement. And when the lipid move from same layer, move into same layer, from this layer, this portion to that portion, this type of movement is called lateral movement. And when it moved from one layer to another layer, it is called flip-flop movement. Two types of movement also there. And sometimes this phospholipid contain cholesterol. This is very important. Cholesterol is more rigid than the phospholipid. It gives the stability of the plasma membrane. But this phospholipid does not present in prokaryotic cell plasma membrane. Prokaryotic cell plasma membrane কিন্তু cholesterol সাধারণত থাকে না. That's about the phospholipid according to the fluid mosaic model. Next, number 2 is protein. Protein is another important component of the plasma membrane. Two types of depend on extraction. Two types of depend on extraction. Two types of protein is there. One is intrinsic protein. Another is extrinsic protein. intrinsic protein, those protein are attached with the lipid and we cannot separate easily, and those protein are present outside and which can easily separate from the lipid is called extrinsic protein. And the intrinsic protein also two types. Okay, intrinsic protein also two types. One is totally buried, another is partially buried. Suppose this protein totally buried, totally cover the two layer or plasma membrane. This type of protein is called tunnel protein. This type of protein is called tunnel protein, and some are present partially and some are extrinsic protein. These are the protein. Okay, so what is the function of tunnel protein? It gives the passage for movement of water and water soluble things. তাহলে এটা টানেল প্রোটিনের মাধ্যমে জল ও জলের পদার্থ সহজে এখান দিয়ে যেতে পারে। And function of extrinsic protein have some enzymatic action. That's about the protein. Then another component also is there. It is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is oligosaccharide. Sometimes it attach with lipid and sometimes it attach with protein. Sometimes attach with lipid and sometimes it's attached with protein. When it's attached with lipid, it is called glycolipid, and when it's attached with protein, it is called glycoprotein. It also has some function. It helps for cell to cell recognition, it helps for cell attachment, and it also has cell immune response function. Okay, these are the function of this carbohydrate, oligosaccharide when attached with lipid and protein. That's and another many types of protein also they are depend on their function. Is their carrier protein, enzymatic protein, tunnel protein, receptor protein, and structural protein. Okay, and that's about this structure of the fluid MOSAIC model, and this model well accepted because it properties show the semi permeability, tunnel is there, and water soluble liquid soluble molecules can pass from this, and it's changed the ratio because the movement of the lipid, it changed the ratio lipid and protein in lipid and protein, so that property also maintained, and it's as the movement of the lipid, it is not rigid. If that's the dynamic in nature, so plasma membrane also dynamic, so all property follow this, মানে সমস্ত প্রপার্টি গুলোই এই মডেলের মধ্যে দিয়ে ব্যাখ্যা করা গেছে। That's why this model is well accepted model. Okay student, if any doubt then you can message me. Okay student, thank you.